Hello! Okay, the chat's actually not going to come up here, but how's everyone doing today? Welcome in! Hi. Nice to meet everyone! I'm Hikaru, I'm a Wolfboy VTuber, and today we're going to be watching some of Wolves' gameplay with GR. We're just kind of going to hop right into it once I get this game set up with the monitor. It looks like they're still getting set up along the way, but put this on really quick. Hello? Wow. Oh, we'll see how this goes. Let me turn this up a little bit. Welcome everyone. Just give me a little bit to get ready, and I will get this started. Looks like my hands don't want to work today. That's okay. But yeah, nice to meet everyone. Welcome in. I'm Hikaru-kun. I'm a Wolfboy VTuber, and I've partnered up with Wolves as a content creator to kind of just do a walk along with the IDV gameplay in this upcoming COAVI match. It's going to be Wolves versus GR. It looks like they're still 4.5 minutes away before they get started. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far, and let's get this commentary down the road. I might give it a little bit longer before I get started, so let me put a pause on my music, and then turn this up a little bit. I actually don't know like where they get this music from, because it's not any IDV music I've ever heard of. Oh! Guess my hand does work. Actual Wolves team? Yeah! Something like that. I'm an actual Wolf, but the Wolves team, I'm not a player for them. I'm just a content creator for them. I do play IDV though. How's it going, not a bot? Virtually Blue, hey, welcome in. Including Nyanzai? Hey Rena, how's it going? The D in IDV stands for dubstep. Yeah, I guess. Oh, there's something wrong with my arms. Man, I tested this right before too, and it was perfectly fine. What is this called again? Hilarious or something? Okay, well now my keyboard just... Hello? This is so crazy. My keyboard's not working. What happened? What's happening? Oh well. What does the rest of the acronym stand for, Rena? The I and the V. Okay, my keyboard just turned off and turned back on. That's crazy. The keyboard isn't working? Yeah, that's crazy. It just turned itself off and then turned itself back on. Well, you live and you learn. Fearless, hey, welcome. Good to see you. We're a little bit early today. Hi, Sirius, welcome. I've actually never streamed on YouTube before, but this is actually like, this is my first time streaming on YouTube, and it was different to set up. More different than I thought it was going to be. But nonetheless, like, I think it's pretty streamlined. For those of you who don't know, this is the Wolves main channel. They're competing in COA right now for, they're on, I think this is the last day of group stages. and they're against Team GR. So we're going to be only broadcasting their game for the next 2 hours, and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be Wolves versus GR. I don't exactly know the lineup. They kind of decide it, like right on the spot kind of thing. But the survivors are usually the same, and the hunter's usually Alex. So who knows? We might see something else. How are you doing, Sirius? Good evening. This is much later than I normally stream, so it just happens to be that Koa's on. It's happening in China and in Japan, so it's literally a 12-hour time difference from where I'm sitting, and that might make it a little bit difficult for some people to be awake at this time. But you know, hope they can make it if they can, and if not, the VOD's gonna be up on this channel. This is just like the game hasn't started yet. We're just at prelim. Wait, what is this? I was literally just in Japan, by the way. It was so fun. I got to hang out with some of the American teams. I'm doing great, thank you. Awesome, awesome. Maybe next COA in USA would be fun. I doubt it. I think it's been in Tokyo for like 2 years now. So
14 seconds here. Dungeon is close by. Goes for the wall.
This is so cute. Some of these kids are like pretty young too. They're all very good at the game though. Like, oof. When I was younger, dang, I wish I was that good.
我们每个人的上限也很高，这个就是我们的优势吧。
什么呢？这边鼓动上来了，没收到鼓伤。是的。
I actually don't know what they all look like. I have a vague idea based on their like headshots, but I only know them by their in-game name. So when it comes to it, we'll see. We'll see what to announce. Hi Yokana, welcome, welcome. What's my hand thing called? It's like Polaris or something. This music sounds familiar from somewhere. We're watching the English version.
Welcome to our final 10th and final day of group stage.
Let me turn them down just a little bit.
The final day to determine who will be advancing to the playoffs of the
It's Eli and Veronica who are casting today.
My name's Elio, joined here with Veronica, and we have
I wish I was that good too. Yeah. I do know what I'm talking about though, because I am a Hydra level hunter, so I do understand the game to a certain extent. I can probably make some commentary on the game based on what's going on. But yeah, the levels at which these guys play are like one above me. The guys who like go to team practice and stuff like that. It's super cool.
Fought their way tooth and nails through the qualifiers or their respective region tournaments in order to, bypass qualify. But here we are at really the heart of the machine. We are now dealing with everything that's going to cement in place who is going and who is going home, as you said. But for now, let's get into, of course, the most exciting part of the day, or maybe not really, who knows. But this is the illustration star and the story
What is this?
star, of course, taken from the binary star. And these are our
Post your work.
global support hashtags. So
oh, this is like
artwork,
art
which is
stuff. Okay.
support.
I never actually watched the commercials when I guess this is considered the commercials.
And one winner receiving a
Ghostaku, yo, it's good to see everyone here. It's pretty early in the day for other people. And it's this isn't Billy Billy, but I do want to try stream on YouTube more often eventually too.
Leave your story on this tweet's comments.
Nice trophy.
I think me
I wish my hands worked though. Wonder what's the deal with like.
The story supporting prize, however, will receive one whole winner.
Let me see if I can.
Which is very exciting if you love pulse and things. So.
Oh, it's called Gemini now.
As a Koa fan, give it a go. Just throw your hat in the ring and see
Is
what
it?
happens.
Yep, absolutely. There you go. Apologies, I actually don't know any of the names of the Koa skins. That's just
very unfortunate. But yeah, yeah. So definitely, if you want an opportunity to potentially get some of those essences,
Here we go.
I know how much that is. Very
First time watching you live on YouTube.
being able to
This is
get
my
those
first
players is
time
really
live
important.
streaming on
And
YouTube,
of
actually.
course, again,
Hey
being someone
Saki,
who's on a big
welcome
stage, I
in.
still
How are you
would
doing
like
today?
to be able to get something like that as well. I think it's really cool. I think my favorite one was the Wildling one. Was it last COA or maybe the COA the race one? The COA,
Yeah,
I think that was COA 4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
This
was able to get
is
that one actually. The one ace
Hmm.
that I got was that one, so it actually worked out quite nicely. But yeah, and that's back when Wildling got an adjustment and became good. So I was like, yeah, let's start playing Wildling now, yeah. And then he got nerfed, and then it's just, and then he fell
they're
into
talking
that,
about
and
Wildling.
it sucks, but
Did Wildling get
anyways,
nerfed? I feel like
so yeah, we're gonna get into the prize pool as well. You see
oh, the
who
prize
you have
pool.
here.
That's a lot of
Only
money.
500,000 Chinese yuan. You see the first place championships.
How much is 1 million?
700,000 and the runner-up at 520, and also in the 30.
I'm kind of curious as to what that is in USD.
On the final day,
BNY to
which is
USD.
May 3rd, the championships we are gonna have
One that was like
first
1.7.
and to see who is third place, and then the finals to see who is.
It's about
for
25K.
today. This is really important. It comes down to this: certain teams will be fighting to make it into that top 3 spot, and certain teams will be going home. Also, it is quite relevant.
I'm lucky that like the Wolves in the GR match are the first one today, because otherwise it'd be going very, very late.
Miki into first after a very interesting drawn-out match against
Wow.
GG yesterday. Looked like GG had that one not in their grasp the entire time, but actually because of a very I would say unique 4th round, not something everyone predicted. I would say it kind of turned out with a different result. And because of this,
Ren, are you still there?
You
want to watch this together with me? Actually, I don't know if I can bring people on, but I don't know. I'm just really curious to see like as much as I like giving my own reactions to this kind of stuff, I like seeing other people's reactions to it. Like for me, I don't actually know how long it takes for them to get these games started. Because sometimes I know that when they do these kinds of setups, I noticed that the first like 30 seconds of the game is usually chopped off. I don't know if it's like just how they broadcast or what, but you don't always get to see what's going on there, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, my hands started working again. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Hikaru. I'm a Wolfboy VTuber. It's backwards, but you know, it just like sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I don't know. I might have to buy a new one of these.
Just a all around back and forth call we've seen thus far. But now we get into our fourth match of the day. We do have GR versus Wolves, and in terms of placement, this is also quite relevant too. So, if you look into the standings, okay, you will see that GR is.
I don't think that would be a lot. No. Probably not. It was just a thought.
But because it's really weird how this works. So essentially, the first
GR, that guy has pink hair.
It goes based off of who won against who first. But because Wolves,
do you guys know what like I actually don't know where GR's from. Wolves is Chinese.
Zeta, so they have to be higher than them. But Zeta beat GR, so Zeta has to be higher than GR. But then if GR beats Wolves, then they have to be higher than GR. So at that point, it completely nullifies. Then it comes down to net wins. And at that point, if Wolves if GR were to get a 2-0 against Wolves today, that would mean that Wolves and GR both have 4 net wins, but Zeta only has 3. So Zeta automatically becomes 3rd place, and then GR and Wolves are then tied on net wins for that first place placement, and the first place placement is really important for playoffs. So then it comes down to
so pretty much like Wolves are
within the rounds. And by that I mean whoever gets the most survivor escapes, whoever gets the most hunter kills throughout the entire majority of the group stage. So the only
GR is also Chinese. I see.
Is if Wolves if GR gets a 2-0 victory against Wolves today, that means that GR and Wolves will both be 1st and 2nd place. And then it will come down to whoever got the most points, not within rounds, because the net wins.
Yeah, let me move myself down a little bit so you guys can see the screen more. If I want to wave hi to you, I gotta do it this way. Hi. Pink hair dude is AK. I like his hair.
And if it's not a 2-0, then it's automatically just Wolves first, Zeta second, GR third. No.
Like I said, I mostly only know actually like I know the people from Wolves because I like looked them up beforehand. Oh my gosh, the masks are so cute. But I mostly know the hunters. Like because I'm a hunter player myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Thank you, Eli, for your insight on those. Of course, I know that the rankings
Oh, this
can
guy's
be a
got cool
little
hair too.
confusing in COA. Sometimes I myself grappled with them for a little bit when I woke up today as I was going over stuff. But for now, we're going to get into our little lineups of the survivors, starting with Wolves on their end. Here we're going to see Lion. This is our sub-survivor as far as I recall. So
Oh, he's a sub-survivor.
Someone else usually serves as a good dedicated rescue.
Plays, looks like mercenary and first officer.
The wildling, as we were just talking
We'd
about
love to
earlier.
see it. There's not enough survivor players that do like dedicated to rescue, especially in NAU. So that was cute. What? Hello, Shrey. Was that Shrey? Hi. I don't know. My reading of Chinese is pretty poor. I can speak it okay, but like when it comes to reading Chinese, I read like when I was small, I learned it in traditional, but nowadays it's like everyone reads it in simplified, and I don't know simplified. It could be a lot of things. I think GR was third place in their groups right now. Wolves is obviously first. Yeah. So it's basically like how they explained it was if Wolves ends up losing this one, then it's fine. They pretty much still get first in their placements, which I don't know if this one's like it's only if they get 2-0'd, which I don't think that's gonna happen. They have to lose and then lose by like a very large margin for this not to matter. But I got trust in the boys. They got this.
Also known as Sabachi is only having 162 containment seconds, which is actually quite low for him, considering that he's usually one of the strong cards of the team. We've seen him kind of have a bit of a weaker call performance than we're typically used to.
Shukai
also hasn't kited quite as much. You see the 75% escape probability, and that's just mainly because the Wolf survivors are so consistent at constantly.
Pink hair dude was Suzy as AK is blunt. Ah, okay.
Here as the final survivor, 71 seconds of containment time with a 50% escape probability.
487? That's 487.
Obviously has a lot of kiting characters available. It often will play characters.
What an interesting name.
Things like Ford come out.
I wonder what it means.
Actually, that's also
I don't get to watch a lot of the like I don't know, every single time they finish the game, because like I watch IDV for the gameplay because I really enjoy it. But when they go to do the team interviews and stuff, I'm just like sometimes the translation is like really hard to hear or like hard to listen to. Because they'll have the translations talking at the same time, and it's just I didn't catch that. Can you say it again?
But yeah, we do have Super Rich as well on the Hunter side here. Of course, listed as Naiad and Bloody Queen. We've seen that first round Naiad from Super more often than not.
Naiad and Bloody Queen. You know, I rated them like
as well. An average survivor elimination of 2, so quite consistent throughout.
Average survivor elimination 2. They're really going for ties. I don't think Naiad is like. I don't know, like Naiad is really good, but I feel like at the really high ranks, maybe this is like a PC kind of thing, because I'm a PC player myself. People will just flywheel your water every single time, and it is a nightmare to deal with.
To put up a good performance today. The key for GR here, of course, will be their survivors playing against Wolves Alex, because at the end of the day, while we do have,
They make the posters look so cool.
Securing draws in tournaments, Wolf survivors rarely draw. I mean, I think their win probability.
It was really unfortunate because like I was in Japan, it was literally just a week ago that I was in Japan. Oh, this is the wolf mascot. He's got like a scouter reader from Dragon Ball Z on his head. I don't know what that is, but that is probably GR's mascot. What was it? I thought that the Chinese teams were also in Japan, but apparently they were not. It was literally like all the other teams that aren't from China were in Japan, and all the Chinese teams were in China. I think it was something like that. Are you Asia or NAU? I play on NAU, so I'm familiar with like the NA teams because like represent, but I'm here as a content creator for Wolves, so I'm rooting for them right now. Let's go Wolves! Woo 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 woo! Could have casted live from venue. I don't think they could. Okay, so one thing was that because I went there from the States, they wouldn't let me into the building if I didn't have like someone who could bring me in, I guess. And I do know some of the players in there, but I wasn't about to ask them like, hey, can you pull some strings for me? Because the you had to have a Japanese address to be able to go into the stadium. Okay, they're doing picks and bans. Let me move down here. Seer ban. We love to see it. What a menace.
Yeah, and to be honest,
it would have been cool to cast live.
Memory really start to take over as that first round map, which is
Antiquarian Mercenary. This is like pretty standard. Honestly, like I think most people Antiquarian is like pick ban 100%. Same with Mercenary. Although I think some people have subbed out Mercenary for First Officer recently. I don't know if they took over that.
We usually see him lead with something a little bit different, such as Antiquarian.
Priestess, Toy Merchant. Wait, what map is this? It's Leo's Memory. I'm surprised they didn't take... Well, you know what? I would say, like, Priestess isn't as great on this map as, like, if this were, like, Ever Sleeping or Chinatown or one of the bigger maps. Leo's is kind of a menace, like... The factory area is probably the only place where Priestess does really, really well. Unless they know some trick portals, but... It was really funny. I saw one of the matches with Wolves yesterday. I can't stop thinking about it, but there was this, like, Alex was hunting on Naiad, and they were against, I forgot what team they were against, but... There was a Priestess on Arms Factory, and she did this crazy portal from, like, outside the map, and they body blocked the portal to stop them from going through it. It was just like the craziest play I've ever seen. If I was hunting, oof, I'd be frustrated. But he actually got through it. Chinese people prefer mobile games? This is technically a mobile game, but like I said, I'm a PC player. I play on the PC. The phone is way too small for me. Like, my eyes do not detect it. Wait, there's an embalmer? Wait, hold on. Where are the picks? They banned Mechanic.
Lots of rhythm to him. I mean, he's excited to get things going here. He's
how do you get them? Pick rate 62%. Okay. Is this like overall pick rate or the person who picks them? Embalmer Psychologist. I think they're like trying to negate a TIE Hunter. Because Embalmer and Psychologist are really good against like dealing with getting ties. Oh! Stalled out a little bit. Am I behind? Oh, I'm not even live. There we go. I was like a second behind or something. Yeah. I think they're like assuming the hunter, which is perfectly fine. Same PC players represent. Let's go! Yeah, I wish that like they say that like PC gives specific advantages, but honestly it's just different. Because there's some people out there who play on tablets, some people who play on phones, and some people play on PC. And like they say PC gives out advantages, but I think in some cases it's the opposite. Because the game is designed for mobile, and you can tell by certain hunters. For example, like Dreamwitch, who switches between her leeches. It makes it actually more difficult for you to play her on PC if you can't like readily switch. And I know that firsthand. So I just think that like some characters that were designed for mobile because your thumbs, like if you take a look at, if you're holding a phone like this and you're trying to like swipe things with your thumb, then it's a lot quicker than having to like move your mouse like that. You know, you gotta have the whole motion of your hand. And there are some things, like there's a ton of settings that you have to mess with when it comes to PC that just don't translate to one-to-one. For example, why is flywheel like default caps lock, but right mouse click is not bound to anything? It's just like, there's so many confusing like default keys because they had to emulate it from mobile to PC.
If you do that, there's a good chance you're going to get kited longer because Antiquarian is such a strong kiter against something like a Naiad. Now, if you go for Embalmer,
oh, it is a Naiad.
It's going to be your easiest chase target, but you play right into the strategy.
Well, let me move over to the left.
Part of the factory, and then the Embalmer is easily able to,
so that you guys can get a full view of the game. Usually when the game is played, the focus is mainly on the hunter because like the hunter is active all the time. Mad respect for hunter players out there. I myself am a hunter player. When you're hunting, you have to be on literally all the time. Like you maybe have like 2 seconds of downtime to read chat every time they do it. But when they, when you're a survivor, you're decoding half the time. They get only chase like, unless you're a harasser, you don't really have to do too much.
There's no counterplay to that antiquarian harassment.
Trump card
So you will run out of
detention.
excitement. But the problem is if you bring excitement, then you have a really difficult chase against something like a psychologist.
Oh, this embalmer's taking
Go for 3 hits
you,
with no extra
you can't
hit,
see it, but
the extra
here.
free hit down.
He's
So
taking
denied to actually kill the
borrow
psychologist.
time.
So
I know
it's a
some
really great
embalmers that
position where
don't.
You want to have both. So in this case, it's actually better to bring trump cards because you can start with Blink if you ever do chase that psychologist.
Wait, did he start with Blink? Oh, he did.
And then you can trump card to
It's
excite
trump card
the
detention, Naiad,
avoid the
so...
Antiquarian. But it looks like he's actually going for Antiquarian first. And because he doesn't have excitement, this might be a slightly difficult chase for him. He's going to pull like a Trident right away.
This
Not gonna
is-
move off this entire area. But Antiquarian, of course, still has Stick to work with. So
Nice.
this could be a reasonably
Okay.
easy kite for her, at least for the time being.
Yeah, we're in a fun stick versus stick situation. If you'll count
Stick
it
versus
correctly.
stick.
And the ooh,
There it is, the slaps. We love Antiquarian when she's on our team. But she is devastating to play against. Wow, the time... Oh my god. I don't even know how she hit that one. It didn't look like she was in the pallet at all. But that's just crazy, like... I think these guys know exactly how long that their stun is lasting for, even though they can't see it. When you're playing Antiquarian and you hit someone twice, that's 8 seconds. But it's not like you're counting all 8 seconds live. But I think some of these professional players know like exactly how far you can go to get to the next area. Like these slaps, sheesh.
The lack of swing that she can do will not affect her until now. So we are going to see the pallet be thrown down. She's going to transition into a different.
That pallet's really
area.
strong.
Really just going all
Yeah,
out.
she's buying so much time. Like,
Is-
if this were a regular solo queue, I think Wolves would have already won by now.
Fight against
At least the top. Ooh! Another pallet stun.
Plus, she still has the
What a
full
menace.
spot. She has used
Too
all
spicy.
of her sticks so far.
It's infuriating. I know! Luckily she's getting nerfed in the next couple of patches, I think.
Is already
They're
creating
nerfing a lot of people. Ooh!
that 80%
Flywheel?
not being worked in.
She's a knower. Oh no, 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 she missed.
The flywheel, he actually predicted the slow swing there.
That's crazy that he knew he was going to long hit, and then... Oh, she's out of stick. Wait, but she's embalmed. Okay, okay. Dude, Embalmer. He doesn't know. Does he know?
That's just gonna secure the down, but Wolf Coffin, there's a good chance.
Yeah,
The
I
coffin
think
get
they'll
utilized
coffin.
after the first chair, just because you don't really want to. You don't want to have to rescue.
I don't actually know where the coffin is. If it's too close, they won't use it.
Save that
Plus,
coffin
like,
when the knight has
yeah,
it.
they're gonna coffin for
Or
sure.
They're gonna go for it right away, and the mercenary was still here, so mercenary could have easily.
I know I'm talking over Eli for a little bit, but
Promote the Cypher Rush, I suppose.
that's okay.
This is inquiry in that factory, you see in the upstairs area.
Yeah, the coffin's usually upstairs in this factory area, which is...
Knight's Trident.
Ooh,
So this
okay.
does allow,
I hope they threw an
Mercenary to
item.
be here a little bit longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh...
From Wolves so far, they are doing really well.
As long as the basement isn't here, I
Might have
think
been a little
they're...
bit of miscommunication with the coffin, but ooh, elbow pad
Whoa.
dropped here as well to
Oh,
support
so she
her.
did pick up an elbow pad.
She didn't
That's
have any more
crazy.
stick utilized
She doesn't have,
Mercenary's elbow pads in order to get her
Nice.
around. Going to break the pallet, of course, trait is still offline, was utilized earlier, is on cooldown, so we will
Yeah, she's got 89
come
seconds
back
on
to
it still.
does. Ooh, going to stop here for a second and then vault over, kind of going back and forth. but gotta be
Yeah,
careful
she's probably gonna go
because
down
the
here.
Jolt
There's no
is
way. She doesn't have flywheel or
spell
nothing.
out drowning.
They do have...
Still
So
no
second chair, Mercenary still has tied.
in terms of numbers.
Last Cypher. Dude, Wolves has got this in the bag.
Cypher, so it's not
Wolves International fans, hey, welcome in! How you doing today? Good to see you!
fun little game here. That's
Super
fun.
Rich is getting bullied.
I'm enjoying
Just a
watching
little
this
bit.
series.
That's what you get for playing Naiad.
I
I was watching Yav's play earlier. They said the funniest thing. I think he thinks it's prime when it's not.
So
He should have just chaired her,
So
because this
what's
is her
happening here,
second.
He's actually waiting for his trade. He doesn't. He knows the Cypher Machine's gonna be prime soon, so he doesn't want to share right away. He's actually gonna wait for his cooldown to come up. as
Yeah,
soon
I
as
know he's
possible.
waiting for his trait,
And then
but
he's gonna
like,
go for the- then
it's
he's gonna
long.
go
Like,
for the chair
for
or
60
the
seconds was too long. He should have put him
so
on the
that's where
chair.
strategy he's playing into.
And then,
So
like,
he's
try to
have
scuff.
available endgame.
But it's actually
He's gonna try to go
Psychologist
for
that's going for the
the
rescue.
towards the end, so
She
he's
doesn't have
from a
Tide,
neutral position.
which is
It's
fine.
more
They might be
unlikely
saving
to
Tide
but it's
for
still
later.
possible, so you still
N-
take
no,
the
no,
Cypher
oh, wait.
possibility to work with. Now, the only
Is
downside
Mercenary
is it
coming
does
in?
allow the survivors to eventually get
Actually,
to
why doesn't...
position for the
I would say
end.
Antiquarian just, like,
Now,
self-pick
15 seconds.
self
He was
picks
waiting
up.
till- and by the time he gets
And
to
then,
down to pretty much zero. So basically the idea
mm,
there
Because this is only her second chair, and then Mercenary can tide her out. That would have been a really cool option
now,
too.
Two ways he could play the end game. He can use, he could potentially switch to teleport, use that to go for the exit gate, or because he does a trump card, or he can go for.
This is like the hunters. If you're a hunter player and you're in this situation, you're hoping for a tie.
This game has been for Wolves here. We're gonna see
I say he just goes for it. I'm not really sure what he's waiting for.
Does get the pop there, the pullback. Can he get the hit on the Mercenary? It's really
there he
important.
goes.
The Mercenary, because now they cannot pop the Cyber Machine until Mercenary is half health, or he will go down. And he's actually gonna
That's
go
true.
for Merc. So this is a little bit of an interesting play.
Ooh.
I guess the idea here
I don't know about going for Merc.
Pick up Mercenary before they pop the Cypher. They have to pop the Cypher really soon here.
They do. Antiquarian's already out. This is Merc's first chair. Yeah, they popped it.
They're gonna pop it right now. Super does have,
He's got 2 pads to work with, as far as I know. Oh, wait. Okay, this is a 3-person escape, though. Yeah, both chairs are already open. Or both doors are already being worked on. He's getting good chaired. And now he doesn't have teleport. Dude, they... See, when you're a survivor and you're playing Psychologist, you don't even have to do anything, really. Of course, they're all, like, amazing kiters in their own right, and they have their uses. As support characters, they're incredibly strong. But, like, you really didn't have to do anything there. Antiquarian just, like, hard carry that game. She got the smacks. She's getting bullied. Nice job, Wolves. 3-1. I think that's how they count points, right? 3-1.
Because you just keeps harassing every time they die upstairs, and the chair's too far away to do it.
Literally, like, Antiquarian gets away with way too much. Good start, honestly. Yeah. What is GR's track record?
You go for the stun and leave the water zone, and there's nothing.
Let's hack and go.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, needed that blank in order to get the down a little bit better, but maybe it might have been a decent idea to carry excitement if really aiming to chase that Antiquarian first. Probably would have really eased.
I think she's right. If you're going to go after Antiquarian first, like, you might want to go excitement. A lot of people, like, if you chase... It's not... I don't think she would have taken excitement. It's just, like... So the thing with really high-tier survivors and coordinated teams is that people are really good at hiding. I think later in the... Like, most people know how to kite, but you get really, really good at the game when you know how to hide. And the thing is, if she did take excitement first, she would have not been able to chase Embalmer or like her chase on Psychologist and Embalmer wouldn't have been as good, because Blink would have made it a lot easier for her. Just the fact that it was Antiquarian. Not that, like, see, you can take excitement to maybe get yourself a free hit, but you still have to land a second hit. And that's assuming before she uses her entire stick on you. She's just gonna slap the crap out of you. GR is 2-1 so far in group stages. About to be 2-2. They just, like, I don't know why, but, like, day... What was it? Day 9 was missing from the IDV channel. It was between day 8 and day 10. There was just a hole there, so I didn't see any of the matches from yesterday.
It still impresses me. It's always great to see. It's good survivor, because... You know, Hunter, it's like
nice job, let's go! Let's go! We're on Team Wolves.
Believe it or not, it's actually a lot harder to play
I'm covering Eli's face.
successful survivor teamwork and successful survivor support than it is to actually play
It's me
Survivor.
now.
And a lot of people may think that's not true, and that's why more people play Survivor. Playing Survivor in rank is actually quite easy. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You know, you go for a rescue, you go for a kite, you do code ciphers, whatever. When it comes to tournament gameplay, it's actually harder to play Survivor in tournament.
Can't even tell the difference.
And more stressful because you have to constantly get that proper.
Okay, he's
support,
gone.
Proper communication, proper teamwork, proper preparation, and it's so difficult to pull.
Okay, so I also don't know the formatting of this, because sometimes they have what's it called? Sometimes they have the hunter go first, and then they swap. But at other times they'll have like hunter hunts twice, and then survivor survive twice. And then, but like I've seen it also where hunter and survivor switch off, and it looks like that's what they're doing here.
Now you're in a situation where, you know, it's like.
It was a good attempt on GR's part, though. Oh, GR stands for glory. Okay. Hikaru speaking. Official caster when? I'd love to. They'll have me. I've shoutcasted a couple of tournaments before, so I do have experience with it.
statistically, Wolves.
I wish I knew more of the
would be
rules.
able to take down a team like that, but GH with of course.
Let's go. The Wolves mascot is my buddy.
But Alex has struggled. He needs to be more consistent. He needs
He's so cute. He's like,
not able to do so. Then this does open up the opportunity for GR. Now keep in mind, GR has to get a 2-0 victory in this match for the standings to be any different. So the GR survivors have to force escape right now, or else the standings will not change.
They have to. Yeah, I don't think GR has any chance now. That like it was pretty much that first game they had to 4K, because the way Eli explained how it goes is that if they don't have enough points, or even if they go 3-1, Wolves is already like guaranteed for a 1 or 2, I think. I don't know how do playoffs work. I have to see the rules again. I don't remember, but I'm already just assuming Wolves is going to win. They won COA last year, so. I'm late. What's the score? It's 3-1. How's it going, random guy? Welcome in. Oh, my hands were a little low, but I hope you're having a good day. Woo? Let's go. Playing more of a support role from afar to help the rest of the team kite along and rescue themselves and do whatever you can do with the survivor lineup that you have. And of course, I'm a big fan of. We haven't seen him yet, but I like that they have Heart and Shadow. I think that's just fun.
Yeah, for sure. We are gonna see Zai as well on the survivor side of GR. So the GR survivor.
Let's see if I can do this really quick.
Actually, considered is that they have GR's sort of been. It's always been like the past the COAs at the events that they won. It's always been sort of PPX on the Hunter side, and they had a very similar.
Oh yeah, PPX does play.
A little bit. And then
I forgot about that.
Is that now
How are you? I'm doing great.
Being the Hunter here is kind of new because again, PPX has been consistent for so long.
We're gaming.
Super just sort of taken over.
3-1's a good start. Honestly, like I think I might be wrong about this, but it just feels like survivors have been winning against hunters more often in COA than not. I don't know if that's completely true, but it's just a feeling I got just based on the games that I've watched. Yeah, the Wolf survivors are definitely super consistent compared to the rest of the teams. I watched the there were the global prediction things at the start of the game, and there was one that was like NAEU has like a 0% chance of winning, and I was like, oh no, it's doomed. So I guess I gotta root for Wolves now. I'm happy to though.
Very likely, obviously, because the rescuer is usually not getting chased. But again, the Wolves, the GR survivors, they have to be winning. They have to be winning the situation. They have to try to get a 4 survivor out here and go for a 2-0 if they want a chance to secure a potential lead in their
they have to 4-0 them.
Yeah,
but the likelihood of that is very, very low. I don't think Alex has ever dropped that much. Oh, he is the only hunter. I could have sworn there was another one on their page. I just forgot who it was, I guess.
I mean, what good hunter can't use the Bunny Queen? But has been performing extremely well. Has been getting, all of these draws. A 2.62 survivor elimination rate, I believe, has had nothing less than a draw the entirety of the so far, unless I'm misremembering a match where they were able to take them by storm. So this is going to be very difficult on Glory's side. They are going up against a hunter who really isn't the kind of person who is
IDV is survivor side, especially at the tournament level. I think so as well. The communication makes it way, way harder for the hunters to do well. There's a lot of people who have like pretty differing opinions on whether this is survivor or hunter sided, but it's like very obviously survivor sided.
I think he's so full of energy and fun. I'm very into the mascots. Of course, we keep making
it depends, like in certain situations. I think there's some cases where there are combinations that are worse off for the hunter side, or the combinations that are worse off for survivor side. For example, like hunters that are better at hunting certain survivors, and hunters that are better on certain maps. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. But if you go on like in aggregate, I would say that survivors are probably having the majority of the time the advantage. I thought this was Call of Duty Mobile. Nah, this is IDV. We love IDV here.
This sort of situation where you have a 3-1 lead, play Bonbon, go for a tie. Lewis memory is quite difficult, and because we see a Searbed first, that means he's not playing Bonbon. I would imagine this could be leading a little bit more so into Geisha rather than not here. We're gonna see the of course, Antiquarian, instant Antiquarian on Leo's memory is so strong, and actually, one of the reasons I think now that I'm realizing why we see Leo's memory so much is Leo's memory power combos so well with Antiquarian and also Toy Merchant.
I actually don't know anything about Call of Duty, by the way.
Instant Embalmer ban from Alex. This is really smart. You never want to play into that strategy where you get Embalmer Coffin into Factory. Then the Antiquarian can support that from that upstairs.
Oh my god, that's so true. The bans are the same.
And then of course Toy Merchant is very
the bans in like... Oh, let me move aside so we can see the picks. Toy Merchant, Antiquarian, Merc, and...
Which
I really like how they made the stage like this. It's super cool.
Factory, very good kiting area, and you can promote Cypherus with the decoding letter. So
and Psychologist, it's literally the same minus the Toy Merchant. I don't know if you guys know this, but like, there's a really overpowered Toy Merchant cheese on Leo's memory, where you launch yourself up into the staircase of Factory, and that is really, really strong. I think there's only a couple hunters that can deal with it, like Lucino or Geisha, but even those two hunters like have a lot of trouble with it.
Probably
the best way to counter is just like not to chase them into the area. I was thinking Geisha as well. I don't know if Alex plays Geisha though.
That would probably make the most sense. Bonbon, of course, is still available. I think Bonbon would also be okay. The biggest question here is...
I think Bonbon would be okay too. Definitely not Bloody Queen and definitely not Naiad here.
But Flywheel is more effective against something like Geisha. Let's see what Alex actually ends up with. I'm actually curious.
Yeah, Naiad is not good against Toy Merchant.
I think if I'm Alex here, I'm probably more likely to play...
IDV best game, I only play IDV. I also play IDV quite a bit. But there's other games like that I mean get into. Or, I mean, I play League, Valorant, Apex, stuff like that. That's all fun. They all have mobile versions of their game too. Well, Valorant doesn't, but Apex I think has mobile now. And League has Wild Rift. Ah, Naiad. Okay.
No Mrs. Nishiko, no little penguin robot. Instead, we'll be seeing another Naiad, just like last time. Alex, of course, is very comfortable with that Naiad. Can certainly a draw with her.
Okay.
Of course, would be a little bit more violent.
I thought he would want to go for like a WinCon hunter, but I don't know. I don't think Naiad's very good against Toy Merchant. It's like everybody else, she's probably okay against. That's right. The survivors don't get any bans for round 1, I believe. I think if it goes to round 2, they get 2 bans, and then round 3 they get 3 bans. If it gets that far.
You can loop up the area, force survivors out of the water zone. You can also catch up quite quickly. And I forgot, that's another thing that Alex has an option to go to. Now the big question here is that does Alex opt to go with a similar build to we saw Super Rich in the first round, or does he go with the Blink Insolence Attention, which would be a lot more standard? But again, you want to have excitement to play around that Antiquarian if the survivors do die in the upstairs part of Factory. Merchant has a similar play along with this survivor team, similar to what Embalmer does.
Ooh, sorry about that. I hit the wrong button.
Or himself into Factory that Antiquarian can support. But
yeah, the spot is like right here. There's like a couple of barrels that you can do a lineup for your catapult up until this staircase area. And it's super strong. I'm Japanese, but I support wolves. Let's go! Hey Mui! How's it going? I was literally just in Japan a week ago. It's morning for you then, right? Ohio. I can speak a little bit of Japanese. It's easier for me to read it than Chinese, but yeah. Detention trump card again. I think that's pretty normal for Naiad though.
As long as he has trade swap available late game, he can switch.
I haven't seen anyone use Patroller Naiad. Honestly, I'm kind of a fan of Patroller Naiad, but I know there's some people who don't. Ooh. That's a really strong pallet that they used right at the start of the game. And again, the first chase is on... Okay, she's not going to make it. This is literally the repeat of the first round. But he's actually... Yeah, he's doing a little bit better than... He's making better distance. There it is. There's the meme catapult. Yup. This is why, like, Toy Merchant is super overpowered on this map. Because, like, Antiquarian's scot-free now. Yeah, you lose a catapult now. And she doesn't have insolence, so it's going to be a little bit problematic. That's why I thought, like, oh, maybe they go Geisha, so the chase is a little bit easier on this part. But yeah, I would have swapped targets as well.
50%.
This area is also really annoying.
Abandon one of them.
Ooh, she... Okay.
Who is looping around this area here and has already thrown down a pallet of
She
items.
found Psychologist first. Like, this is why I don't think, like, Naya is that great of a hunter. Of course she's strong, I think. But comparatively, I think, like, Bon Bon would have been,
strong on this sort of map here.
in this situation, like, a little bit better.
Trying to avoid.
Ooh!
Oh, goes for the money.
You got the... hitting through the pallet. We love to see it.
But yeah, just gonna continue.
Toy Merchant Gaming, literally. I made a video about that one time. And, ooh, 94%? He's doing a lot better chasing after someone who's not antiquarian. See, the thing about... he's got a little bit of stress left.
Does get the Psychologist clip there, but keep in mind here, Veronica, we do have a slight bit of stress available for the Psychologist, so if they do...
Yeah, that was... I mean, I would have done the same thing. Because, like, if... So sometimes there's no choice but to do it so that they have a little bit of stress left. Because, like, otherwise you give up the opportunity to down them in the first place. If you have to hit them twice, like, in these particular areas, especially if you already flooded it out, there's not a ton of places to do the rebound.
They actually have enough cyber progress to easily win the game here. But again, a forced survivor escape is really key for this position.
There's the flash. You should just trump to detention, or to teleport, like, right now.
But again, yeah, they have enough cyber progress to win you 50%, 20%.
Yep. This is the Cypher Rush that... I feel like a lot of Naiads get Cypher Rushed. Plus, like, they don't even need Tide Turner to rescue for a second time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone's already... Wait. Who's here? Oh, it's Antiquarian.
Plenty of bamboo flute to utilize against this Naiad, who's going to throw the harpoon. Of course, Alex trying to block off the area and get a humidity hit.
Ooh, the water just disappeared in time. A little unlucky. Let me get a little bit smaller so you guys can see more of the screen. It's really important to see, like, the full context of what's going on. The smacks, oh my... And the ciphers are, like, pretty much almost primed. Yeah, she really didn't need Tide for this. She doesn't have a teleport either. Yeah, she's got to down him with water. Ooh. They might just pop it right now, because she's got so much distance on her. Yeah. Yeah. Man, Naiad's just... I don't think Naiad is, like, having a great time. Oh, she already dropped. No, Alex, get them. They're getting away. Ah, nice. That was a good mind game. But if she trunked to detention a little bit earlier, I think she would have been able to teleport here. Like, the door's not open yet. Yeah, if she trumped card to detention or to teleport earlier, she might have been able to. Yeah, the door is open. Man, it's a 3-person escape. I really think that, like, ban Toy Merchant, go Bon Bon. Like, your first ban should be... If you know someone knows Toy Merchant, just go Bon Bon and ban out Toy Merchant. Or, like, go someone who can take care of that. Regardless, it was a really good game on their part. Like, that... Alex is one of the best hunters, like, in the world, so... That's true, that's true. There's a game 3 now, so they kind of reset it.
I'm just saying... I guess what I meant to say is, like, if they don't hear, it's really hard because they have to 2-0 the next two.
They do have to 2-0 them.
Really kind of difficult for them, right? So
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
That's sort of
they just got 3-1.
In the next 2 rounds in a row.
That was a draw overall first round. Yeah, I don't know about the Naiad pick. Like, the thing about, like, playing on the Hunter side is that you get to see what the when you're playing Hunter, you get to see who all the survivors are before you pick the Hunter, which is, like, our only advantage. And if I see, like, a Toy Merchant and, like, a Toy Merchant, or, like, there's a couple other characters now it's really not good against, but especially if they know, like, their crazy lineups, I probably wouldn't have taken Naiad. I mean, I'm not one to say, though, but because, like, his Naiad is really, really good. I just think that when I said earlier this, before the match, I was like, definitely not Naiad here, right? And then he picks Naiad, I was like, oh no, is this doomed? But he did get 1, so it was a 3-1. As long as they didn't get 4-0, it would have been fine. I still find it impressive how Alex Switch from PC and Mobile is doing so well. there's still hope for me yet then.
Counter comp, and that's hard on the other side. The survivors have less to work with as well, and the more you play the game in a row, kind of the more comfortable you get with your opponent and the more familiar you are, which can be a plus but can also be a huge downside. I mean, when we watch Dowu, they get stronger and stronger as things go on, and such would be the same case for Wolves. You know, they've taken this tie in the first round. They've really familiarized themselves again with what they are up against.
I need an outfit with like the Wolves t-shirt on me rather than my current outfit. This stuff, what I'm wearing right now, this is my normal outfit.
They'd like to achieve, which would be, you know, a draw or another win, and not allow them to get that 2-0 that they so desperately need to change the rankings.
Right. So now it's sort of like, you can really see why Leo's memory has sort of taken over as a round one mapping. And we talked about this a little bit.
True. Leo's memory is a menace. Please forget. Leo, forget. I think like Leo's memory is one of the least favorite maps of most unders.
Just for that first chase, like obviously you want to bring Blink for dealing with the psychologist, but if they're going for first chase anti, you might as well just bring Excite. You could just go Excitement Insolence. You have your
See, the thing is, like, you don't know if it's first chase Antiquarian, right? Like, you could pass by anyone. It's not. I think they meant to chase someone else, and then they just happened to walk into Antiquarian first. And the Antiquarian was in a, like, because I don't think she intended to go into Factory. Like, people who go into Factory first are madmen. Especially if there's an Antiquarian first in there. They're gonna play this, like GR is kiting, the Super Rich is kiting, is dealing with Antiquarian. Oof. Yeah, honestly 487 did a much better job than the other guy. But the overall result didn't really matter too much because it was such a large margin of how it happened. Double pallet stun. That flywheel was so close. Forget nerfing Antiquarian, just like take out flywheel. Fair? Yeah, I think that's fair. Everyone gets to keep their abilities, but no one gets the flywheel anymore. Fair enough. Yeah, the smacks are just way too strong. Actually, let's nerf flywheel and we take out Antiquarian. I'm surprised he didn't trump card like immediately after he got him down. GR fighting, let's go. No.
Earlier when we began, GR fighting, let's go, you and us.
FFFA. Wow. Well, numbers.
It's a fun little phrase. I do love that one. This is for, of course, Identity 5's Korean account, so thank you for the lovely photo. I love the fire. What are they called? The sparkler? That's a sparkler. They're called sparklers. Yep. I remembered. They're called sparklers.
That sparkler is like halfway used though.
1996 11. Of course, it's some extra F's at the beginning. I think that's a fun username. Of course, COA6 Global Finals in the hashtag. Share your support, share your love. Oh, this is a fun, cool edit.
This time, let us write our own history in the name of Wolves. Promise me glory. Fighting the Wolves. Go for the COA 6 Grand Finals. Fighting, you are the best. I like this guy.
This one is from.
There's so much like in between downtime for them to get set up. They switch again right now, right? So it's going to be Wolves is going up now, and or Wolves are going to survive, and GR is going to hunt. I believe that's the case.
We do. Everyone does. You might as well give it a shot. But
I saw these the other time when people were displaying it. Like they have their iPods that sometimes just run messages. Oh my god, this is the the long chin thing is such a funny meme.
Pasha and Nell are very, very into the memes, but every time I see the mascots, I think it activates something in my brain as a stuffed animal lover. But Eli, what are your predictions for getting into the second round here? I mean, we are coming off of a draw to begin.
Yeah, so I think
dance too.
Because we talked about this a little bit. So
what is he doing? I don't know that dance move.
In the playoffs,
it like
victory, they can't afford to tie one.
I don't know.
Which they were able to do here.
Like that.
Which
with your eyes.
Here, but they have to win the next rounds 2-0 for there to be a difference in standings, I believe.
They all have the pog face.
Yeah, so they have to be. There has to be a 2-0.
I'm really curious as to like. I'm really excited for the new
GRS get 2 against Wolves here. And
the journalist that's coming out. She seems really awesome. And she comes out Wednesday too.
Comes down
I
to
just feel like
can GR
they're having Koa that
turn
Koa
this
just
around?
goes on for such a long time. I feel like they could just make it go on for a little bit quicker and then do their events more consecutive, like more frequently throughout the year. For example, Koa is like it starts in like January and it's like almost mid-April now. It's past mid-April. So we're 4 months into the World Finals, and it literally is still going to be going for another couple of weeks. So I just think that Koa is like, it goes on for too long, you know? Half of the year is spent doing Koa when the previous half of the year is not. Not to mention, like, I think that for sorry, talking over someone is like really difficult for me because I'm used to like hearing someone talk and then I just stop. But Eli does have some really good insight into the what's going on.
The hunters were so worried about that, they tried to play around that by chasing Antiquarian first, and you see why Antiquarian is such a strong kiter against something like a Naiad, in that the Antiquarian just freely.
See, that's the thing, like, I know a lot of people think like, oh, they decided to chase Antiquarian first, but that's really not the case. Most of the time when you're playing Hunter, it's like, Antiquarian gets in the way. You were searching for someone this whole time, and you finally found someone. If you decide to shop a little bit longer for a psychologist, it's not going to be great because your options are like, if you find Toy Merchant and she catapults, that's like an extra 20 seconds already. If you find Psychologist, she takes 3 hits. And if you find Antiquarian, she's going to beat the crap out of you. So there's just like not a lot of good options to do besides chasing the Antiquarian. Of course, if whoever you find, Flash is going to be useful no matter what. Or I should say Blink. Blink is useful no matter what. But Excitement is really only good for chasing Antiquarian. So I agree with the decision to take Blink before. Because you can still use it on Antiquarian. It's just like not guaranteed to... Like if she's really, really smart with it, she might get your Blink with a flywheel or something. Another Toy Merchant. Oh, GR is surviving again. And Alex is hunting again. That's, I don't let's see, what they have? Move out of the way. Toy Merchant, Postman, Antiquarian...
Rescuer. So the problem with this comp is now Alex can actually play Bonbon, and there's no stable...
Wildling!
Like, you can go Wildling, but Wildling...
I don't know about the Wildling pick here.
So typically, Ford is a
yeah, I think it's Chinatown too. Toy Merchant is pretty good on this map too.
Has extra hits to work with, so there's still a good chance he can actually get the save off against Bonbon. But characters like Granger and Wildling are so weak to Bonbon because they can't get a free.
I agree, but I don't know if he goes Bon. I don't know enough about Alex's Hunters to guess like who he's gonna play, because like if it were me, like Breaking Wheel, probably Breaking Wheel here. But Breaking Wheel has been kind of getting pooped on for the last ever since they introduced Flywheel. Breaking Wheel has been out of meta.
And then it actually cancels the animation of you getting off the board and you take a chip, but it cancels the animation so you can instantly go for the rescue, and it kind of throws the Bonbon off sometimes. So sometimes we have seen that. But I think you
could do Bonbon here though. I think Bonbon would be not a bad choice.
Because I guess you could
on this map in particular, I think Bonbon is like it'll probably do decent.
So I think both of those will be.
We'll have to see how it goes though.
Oh, he does have Soul Weaver too. So Alex actually has a lot of options here for playing against this comp.
They banned Naiad, interestingly enough.
There are some.
I figured they'd be more confident against the Naiad because they just 3-1 them. Wax Artist as always. True, I forgot about that. Wax boy.
I mean, you can literally play
no.
So many characters against this team comp. So GR is really just going.
Yeah, you can play a lot of characters against this comp. He really said I had enough of Antiquarian. And in fact, it's really good against Wildling too. I don't know about like, I don't think the Wick Bite gives Wax. And the Toy Merchant.
Oh my god, they have him, Repairman.
It'll work.
Skin that you have, and remember, there's another cool skin there too. Maybe we'll see.
I don't actually know the name. Repairman. I didn't actually know the name of it. I just know what it looks like.
I don't know what the name of it is either.
Yeah, I know.
You do this.
Is he not going to use the skin?
It's just like I just remember seeing it, and
I think a lot of hunters don't always use.
I only really like not.
I
don't really care
yeah, it is Wax Artist.
Really care about like.
I think Wax Artist has gotten like really popular lately. Ever since he started getting Plink and Coda a lot, I don't know if this is pre or post nerf.
But if I get a skin for like,
There was a point in time when they were like, wax artist is doing too well.
For, like, Wildling,
A hunter doing well, nerf.
an actual strong character, I was like, oh wait, this is actually kind of.
You know what's crazy though? Like, I haven't seen. I don't think Alex plays Dream Witch, but like, probably because he switched from PC to mobile, like he said.
Meta characters.
But hey, Sato Fish, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having an awesome day.
Playing a dress-up game sometimes.
Let's go Wolves. I think Wax can do really good on this map. Wax in general is just really strong. There's a lot of neat tricks that you can do with him. Oh, that's another thing. Like, Wax Artist, I feel like is better on mobile. Turning his camera from PC point of view is the worst. It is actually the worst. Like, the default setting for your verticality turning, like, when you move your camera up and down, it's incredibly difficult to get used to. And so I heard there's a way to adjust the sensitivity settings in the game, but it took me a while to figure that one out. Whereas like in the phone, if you're doing like mobile gameplay, you just kind of use your thumbs to, you know, change the viewpoint. I say you just go for Postman.
For Alex, and he was forced to change targets, but maybe Toy Merchant would be best, especially considering, you know, once those catapults are.
Yeah, Toy Merchant or Postman.
So the thing is, with this spawn, Alex can only chase.
Excitement.
Yeah, Alex can only chase. It's for the antiquarian, so he can potentially chase the anti. And also,
Oh yeah, you can chase anti too
Alex
if you're.
can only chase antiquarian.
He did take excitement first, so he's looking. He's looking to get either Postman or Antiquarian.
Glider and with catapult. So it's actually impossible for Alex to chase merchant. You're gonna see him go for antiquarian first here.
Yeah.
Because he has excitement, this
Interesting.
Makes it possible for him to deal with the antiquarian. So
I've seen Antiquarian mess up Wax Artists though. Those guys are like, oof. They need to like take out her stick or like less stick.
Going against something like a Wax Artist. We're gonna see. He's gonna wax up.
Interesting.
Nothing against antiquarian. She can flip over it, but she actually doesn't see that Alex just goes back through here. And this fortunately.
Okay, she's got 48 wax on her. Doing pretty good at the start.
And let's see what.
Move down a little bit.
Able to do. Gonna go ahead and walk off the window here. And Antiquarian's gonna be able to make it to the pallet. Trying to get this 100 wax here.
Oh, this is post nerf. He's only got 800 wax. Oh wait, no. The excitement. Let's go.
And he's still at 88 wax here, so he can actually just get the.
Oh my god.
Let's get a snipe here.
Get him.
Before the Antiquarian gets uncovered, because she can't use the stick and does actually get the stun off.
Let's go. Oh man, he didn't get him though. Because it's an Antiquarian and she will literally just flip over.
Beautiful job from AK to start off the excitement and the hit, of course, coming into play. We're going to see the pallet get broken now, which Wax Artist is not exactly renowned for.
The flywheel!
Flywheel as well to
Oh, she probably could have vaulted that window and been fine.
We are going to see the Wax Artist, of course, have his little burst of wax and block off the window. He's currently
Wait.
around.
Oh!
For some reason, I'm not
Oh yeah,
sure.
he was still stunned.
Still stunned, so he can't.
That makes
Yeah.
more sense. But
I turned away for 1 second. I didn't see her beat the crap out of the Wax Artist. It looks like she still has like more. She still has her stick. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So they already finished 2 ciphers. Like, it would have been fine to go after and probably Postman or something else first. Would have also been okay, or like any of these chases would have been fine except for Wildling.
Yeah, very nice start here.
He actually surprisingly has a large amount of wax.
Coming for the rescue, and Wildling can actually perfectly save a no presence Wax Artist without much of an issue here. And as you can see, just able to get past the Wax Artist a lot faster than this hunter. He's gonna actually
Okay.
get the,
There's not a lot he can do here. Against an Antiquarian though, like it's just. Was that catapult always there? Oh no. Dude, Toy Merchant hit an OP. I called this like 2 seasons ago. Literally half a year ago I said Toy Merchant was OP when I figured out like, look at all these crazy sick lineups and she doesn't even have to be nearby to support.
Let's see if he drops down. This is the correct play to drop down. You cannot go to the pallet first. If you go to the pallet and you throw it down, you can actually wax bomb off the pallet and then you're sort of trapped in that area because you can't go over it.
He's doing really good though.
He's not able to flip over. So
1 cipher left and they're double decoding it.
You see the last cipher machine. 40% of the way done, it's being double decoded.
Yeah.
There's no options for Alex to actually.
He's gonna have to cut it off. Oh, basement maybe?
All the way to the basement here. This
Alright, nice.
Especially considering there's no more Tide Turner available at this point.
Yeah, they don't have Tide, and plus, I don't. Does he have Hot Wax? Yeah, he does, and he has Excitement. It doesn't really do anything for him here, but if he can get like a really good drop hit, he could probably still pull off a tie. Dude, Wildling needs to not be. Wildling is like only really good in this situation. Oh, if he Hot Waxes.
Sending 2 survivors in the area, you've got to be careful of that full presence wax. Excitement is online, and now the full presence wax will come into play, getting a hit on the postman with the hot wax there. Now going to try and get
wow, this is oh my goodness, no. I hope he's probably gonna have to trump card teleport soon. Ah, no. Oh no! Double back the wrong way. Someone's already at the door. He needs to teleport right now and wax off that door. Teleport! No! My goodness. GR's actually doing really well against Wolves as well. Yeah. See, like, that's another thing as a hunter. Like, you don't know. You don't know who's at which door. Unless he has exit path. And I don't think he took it, so... Wax Artist looks so much easier on phone. 100%.
If Wolf Survivors are able to get 3 out the gate here, that does secure the first seed for this Wolves.
Give me 1 sec. I dropped my phone charger.
We could be seeing a funny situation like last time where we got 2 ties in a row with the same numbers and then went into our round 3, and that was what kind of settled it. So I wonder if that'll be what we will see today, but for now, that does seem to be it. We've gotten our tie in the first round. Now we have 3 survivors out of the gate with some beautiful plays from GR's side. They were so well coordinated, working together so well. I do think a total highlight was the Antiquarian just...
Sorry about that. I am back.
Wax stuns, but
yeah, those were like... I don't know. I just never find it a good idea to chase Antiquarian first. I think that like... oh my god, Wax Artist is literally made... 你好, 早. Oh, 现在已经中午了. It's like past noon actually. I forgot it's like 1 a.m. where I'm at. I thought it started at it was actually someone told me that it was GMT -5, which is 5 hours ahead of me usually, but when it hits daylight savings time, I think it changes differently in Europe, so it starts at midnight for me. So it's going from midnight to 2 a.m.
So there's a chance that Wolfstars actually go for a Soul Weaver ban first. And actually,
crazy to see so many triple escapes. Yeah, because it's very survivor-sided. And plus, like, I don't know. It's so difficult to say what the right play here is. I think he should have went Bon. Honestly, like, Antiquarian needs to be pick or bit. If they were against the Seer, you know, Wax Artist probably would have been good either. But it's just like, if you get 2 bans at the first, I would just get rid of Antiquarian as soon as you can. But I can understand getting rid of Priestess and Seer as well, because they're both equally very, very, very strong. It's just with Antiquarian, it's not fair that she can lock you down for 12 seconds. It is too strong. 12 seconds? It's longer than 12. Because if you count the time it takes for you, like, it cancels you out for 4 seconds, but it also stuns you against the wall for 1 second. So it's like almost 15 seconds that you can't do anything. Remember when Seer Owl used to last 20 seconds? What was that? It was worse than that. Plus, she doesn't use it on she doesn't have to generate it. She just has a bunch of stick. She's just way too strong. What is that red thing in front of Eli? Is that his microphone or like a bottle of water?
This is kind of the one and only map that you see her on often here on the main stage, and boy is it for good reason. But we're hopping right back into our
The toy merchant was kind of a menace too.
I hope you enjoy this other photo.
Well, I don't even remember seeing Postman. Postman didn't have to do anything. I think he only used tranquility letters as well. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing, but because like I'm so used to seeing the IDV layout is like survivors are on the left here, or like no survivors are like this top right hand corner, and you can see their buffs like right next to their name or like right underneath them, but you can't in this format when you're spectating, it's on this right side and it's a lot smaller. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Don't worry about that.
Hunter really be Bonbon. Obviously, he has things like Dream Witch as well, but has struggled to consistently get ties where Super Witch has just been more consistent. That's why we've seen him
Struggling to get ties. I feel that. Play a tie hunter. Go Bloody Queen or
It's kind of interesting to compare China to Japan because a lot of the Japanese.
I don't know. I think like Breaking Wheel might have been good in that situation. I think Breaking Wheel does anything that can like stop them at a range is pretty good.
So they have enough hunters to play all 3 rounds. That's sort of China's idea of strategy, whereas Japan's idea of hunter strategy is to have one hunter that's specific to round 1, has the win potential hunters in round 1, and then you build the hunter pool up the round 2 and 3 hunter and allow them to play.
I think that's actually not a bad strategy, like because you like playing a winning hunter for round 1 and then playing tie hunters for round 2. That could be a good thing. His mic is RGB.
And so we're going to see that here with Super Rich, of course. We're going to see the Naiad ban first. That does open up a potential Soul Weaver here. Seared Priestess on the Hunter side. And it looks like we're going to see Antiquarian and...
Antiquarian again? She gets away with too much. I tell you what. When she first came out, I was like, get this lady out of the game. She is crazy. Every single time. Like, you have to be good with her still. Don't get me wrong. You have to be good with her to be a good Antiquarian. But it's like at this level, when you're in the global finals, you're going to be good with Antiquarian if you're here. Just pretty much pick her ban, I think. Wow, she got rid of Toy Merchant and Dancer. Oh, because this is pre-Dancer nerf. Psychologist. A lot of people really playing Psychologist a lot. She's a harasser's best friend. Kind of true.
And that she can use her remote heal, take their damage, still not be injured, and even if she is, it won't be too much of a detriment, and that works out really well on the Survivors' side. So
yeah, she can whistle twice. Although I think her whistle's like 1 minute on cooldown. Yeah.
That the hunter has to kind of travel for a chair. You are then at risk, but we're going to see mechanic banned last and entomologist selected in her steed.
So entomologist here is in preparation. Obviously,
I wonder if we're gonna see a fun hunter. Probably not. They're probably gonna play something meta.
But also,
entomologist.
Actually struggles to get through those.
Okay.
One of the ways that you can stop the Soul Weaver, or sort of slow down the Soul Weaver from zooming out.
Is he a Soul Weaver player? I think it said he was a Bloody Queen and a Naiad player. Because since they got 3-1, he could very well just go Bloody Queen here and it would be fine. Because he only needs 1 point, right?
Now it does make you slightly weaker to Bonbon, but Soul Weaver is sort of the one hunter on this map. Again, Soul Weaver is sort of just...
Isn't Super Rich Bloody Queen and Naiad?
Somewhere in there. But when it comes to Chinatown, Soul Weaver is actually...
Because he only needs 1 kill. It's still going to go to a game 3, I think. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. But...
more so than some other hunters as well.
She's so hard to play with. Are you referring to the Antiquarian? On PC, she is impossibly hard. Like, the way you use your stick is really stupid. They needed to... Because it's like, you activate the button the same way you use Dream Witch's wheel. So, for those of you who don't know about Dream Witch, when you use her switching ability, there's like 4 to 5, there's 5 leeches, and you select one of them from a picker wheel. And the same thing goes for Antiquarian, but her things need to be on demand. So, like, I think it would be better. On mobile, it makes sense. But on PC, it's no. Like, it needs to be all 4 separate buttons. I say you just make them like your arrow keys. You gotta take your hand off the mouse and then hit the arrow keys. That's the thing, like if you're using WASD to move with your left hand and you're controlling the camera with your right hand, then like, what are you gonna hit buttons with, right? Unless you got a macroed mouse, which I don't really use, it's gonna be difficult. Oh, I didn't see what he was gonna go with. Hold on, let me rewind a little bit. Did they tell you what he's starting with? Man, I didn't see. He's probably got excitement, right?
To be decoded there, but gotta be careful. Super Rich could, of course, select you as a target if excitement is in play, and they're really feeling like that first Antiquarian chase.
Oh, here it is. He's Blink. Right, so okay.
Our builds as well. We just see double.
Honestly, same.
From Entomologist
Trump card
and
detention,
we are
same.
broken windows. So broken windows for psychologists is of course preparation. Something like wax artists, you don't want to, because psychologist is a pretty easy chase for a wax. You need to have some sort of kiting ability with that broken windows. So I think
True. I think they should like going after Antiquarian first is such a risky play. You think she's gonna go down to your wax because of how much she hits you, but then it's an 8-second stun if she hits you twice, and then you can't even down her with that.
The Antiquarian, we're gonna see 487 rotate away here, and actually, yeah, just not gonna go for that at all. I mean, he wants to find psychologists. That's his best chase target. So he's gonna try to look for. Yeah, he does. No, he actually didn't see the psychologist trail there. He's gonna wax off the mercenary cipher. Still looking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're good at hunting, and survivors that really high elo are really good at hiding and rotating. They're already all rotating off the cipher. You'll never find anybody ever when you're playing at high elo. So that's why, like, a lot of the times when you find that first survivor, you just latch onto it. That mercenary is the only one you wouldn't chase, and like this guy, he already knows.
When you have slim pickings, you end up with something like someone who's going to counter you or arrest you, and that seems to be the second option here. So
use the pad, but like, so what, right?
For now, but choosing to leave him alone and
yeah, they already like half finished one cipher, and he hasn't even found one person yet. He doesn't have insolence either. When they're all in communication like this, when all the survivors know, like, hey, he's by a tree, the psychologist is long gone already, because he knows the call. Ooh, he goes after his Antiquarian again, and is traumatized.
Everything is at a loss. Super Rich can still, of course, take this back. 487, however, will be on kite again, which means that we are in the unfortunate circumstance that Antiquarian has become our first chase for the, I think, 4th time now. So she's going to rotate around. We're going to see 487 on that Antiquarian. Very strong kiter, difficult situation. Not going to throw the pallet down.
Ooh, she got the pallet down.
Because it's perfect time to negate that.
The smacks. Okay. So it gives her only 50 wax? If she hit her 3 times, like, is there a cooldown on his wax covering?
Right, and we are gonna see, yeah, you see why Antiquarian can actually be decent against wax artists in terms of chase.
He can't even hit! Oh my god, he got the pallet bait though. That's so lucky. He's still got his blink too, so he might actually down her. But it's not, he's not even close. Like, he's got a blink here. Yeah. Use his blink, but this Antiquarian still got like a whole stick left. Quite a bit of stick. That's true. He could flywheel it.
Baiting the ball here. Flywheels the 100 wax there. He played right into it, unfortunately. And now 487
wait, what?
Longer, but does get the 100 right back after that. And is
they said the flywheel the wax? I didn't even see that.
Now down,
uh-oh, not the basement.
In the area though, but there is still tide turn available for the mercenaries.
Yeah, Merc's gonna get her out of there. Plus, that's only first presence, and when you basement as wax, it's a lot harder to pressure the ciphers on the map. Yeah, it's a winning position. Let's see, Psychologist is... They're not on a second cipher though. Oh yeah, he didn't swing there either. Okay. The bees! Oh no! Okay, that's pretty good. Dude, bees are so strong. Entomologists also, I feel like, needed nerf. Plus, Mercenary is blocking off the wax right now too. Mercenary hasn't even been hit yet. The body block. Plus, Antiquarian is in the strongest part of the map right now. It's this 2-story area with that one pallet. This pallet is the biggest menace ever. He didn't break the pallet. I'm surprised Antiquarian just... Oh, didn't just flip back over it. Oh, is she out? She's out of stick. Yeah, she knew. Wait, did she flywheel? I don't think so. It's not yet primed, but it's pretty much primed. And yeah, he doesn't have hot wax, so he really can't stop him. He's not gonna make it. Oh no, he's gonna make him drop it! Oh no, okay. Like, part of me is... all of me is rooting for Wolves.
here.
But there's a part of me that's like, I feel bad for the hunter because I'm a hunter main.
Yeah, so he's gonna hit psychologist now because he needs full presence.
Yeah, how come they prime at 98? They don't prime at 99. It's not like it's a clerk. Yeah, he's gonna have to hot wax if he wants to down them.
Of winning here. He does still fly available. Does have an elbow pad. Psychologist is trying to block this off, so there's no chance of going for the play. Does not get the flywheel out. Hot wax. Can psychologist block it? Doesn't block it. Gets the hit.
Oh! And the pallet stun! Oh my goodness, he does have blink though.
Psychologist took the hit. What a play from Wolves.
And like, this is another thing that survivors are like really good at, especially high elo. They run the hatch. Oh my, it's winnable. This is literally what he's got blink though. If the door's open, winnable. Oh, mercenary pads. No, the fly. Oh my god. What the heck was that? That's so crazy. What the heck? Oh my god. Wolves just 4-0'd them. What the heck? I was a bit worried at first, but what the heck? That was a really good prediction on the flyout. Nerf flywheel, nerf antiquary. Let's go, whoa. That's so crazy. I did not see that. Oof. The moment I saw the hatch there, I was like, winnable? I didn't even see Mercenary drop the pad for her too. But I think Entomologist opened that box for her earlier. AFJ, damn, I know, right? That was a crazy play.
What an incredible game, are able to now win this round by a score of 6-3 with a 4-survivor escape here.
Did they go to a round 3 or no? That was crazy. That was absolutely nuts. Man, the co matches are so intense. But it's like, the Hunters probably like really feels bad, man, right now. And I feel his pain. Not only do you get the hatch of like a 3-person escape, but like knowing that the moment he saw the hatch was in the area, I was just like, I know that feeling. Your heart starts racing. You gotta like your hands start sweating. You got the blink, but it is an antiquarian who apparently picked up an elbow pad. It's really hard to see those items if you're not looking, especially on the phone because it's so small. Wait, 5-0? What was this? Oh, 5-0 for the round, right. Wolf Survivors are probably the strongest survivor team. I believe that, 100%. They do get a third round because they drew the first game. I think so. They're only up by 1 point. But I don't know what the rules for round 3 are.
And you really see when we're talking about how it's harder to play Survivor. Like in rank, it's easier to play. It's harder to play Hunter in rank. But when you get to a tournament, it's so hard to play Survivor properly.
What? No, don't listen to Eli.
Play Survivor than is play Hunter.
It's no. That's not true.
There's so much going on in that sort of situation. There's so much. You have to time everything perfectly. You have to set up everything perfectly.
See, the thing is, like, you do have to set everything up perfectly, but you also practice with the same people every day for a year. So, like, it's harder in solo queue to play Survivor, in my opinion, because you're playing with 2 other people who potentially don't know what they're doing and you aren't communicating with. At least 2 other people. But in tournament, for people who know, like, Survivor habits and, like, are in communication, like, I'm gonna set up a catapult here, try to kite towards it. Or, like, I have an owl ready. Like, get ready to look at me. Because the Hunter's probably going to blink me down. Or, like, Entomologist, send in your bees. Something like that. Oh, that kind of stuff is stuff that's way easier to do with teams. And the Hunter, like, that's the thing. Like, Hunters don't change just because it's a tournament. But when you're playing ranked queue, for example, like solo queue and stuff like that, the Hunter in solo queue and the Hunter in tournaments, it's not like you get a bonus advantage or anything. But in solo queue, you get a bunch of help. Or no. In tournament mode, you get a bunch of help from your people that you're playing with. It's just I don't think it's true that survivors have it easier in tournament modes. Oh no, in solo queue. Unless I just completely misunderstood what you were saying. For pro teams, they're literally living together year-round. Exactly. Like, these guys have been playing together all year. When they're in solo queue, at least you can only play with one other person, right? Of course, unless you're in the secret survivor Discord. I'm calling it out right here. Everybody, every high elo hunter knows this, but there is a secret survivor Discord that all high MMR survivors go to when they're playing solo queue ranked, and it's scammed. I'm being scammed. It's horrible when there's no communication. 100% agree. I think for professional teams that's true, but like for NA teams, I don't think NA teams qualified to be called professional. When I got to talk with OM and B4U, from what I hear, it's probably okay to share this, but like all of them have a lot of stuff going on outside of their IDV gameplay. It just, I think, for NA, we don't really have a lot of like professional mobile gamer teams. This is more of an Asia kind of thing. And so our high tier players are like semi-professional rather than actual professional. Like I'll share more stories about that later, because the focus of this stream is not NA. It is China.
So if you notice at the end there as well,
stuff.
this is something that you can do as a.
I hear that isn't a problem because NAEU has so few players at top tiers. We don't have that few, but like half of us are PC, and
to like in case he goes for a blink to avoid being hit, to stay out of range of the hitbox, and then
we have like very few players in general compared to Asia, and we have like like half of the super high tier players are also PC. Like if you just look at the NAEU scene, half of the top tier players are literally just Chinese players in NAEU for some reason. Like it's so, yeah. Like there's one server in NAEU and it's in somewhere in Ohio or somewhere in Virginia, I forget. But that just means that like OM has one player from Mexico, Argamot, I believe, and he plays on like 100 ping on a normal daily basis. Same with anyone from EU is going to have super high ping. So I just think that like compared to the Asia servers who like, if you're living in China because that's where their servers are, or like I think Japan has their own server too, I forget. But like if you're in Japan, you're connecting from Korea, I think you'll probably be okay too. You'll be fine. Okay, yeah, there is a game 3. Cool. Cool. Forward psychologist. Look at these bands. Antiquarian, thank you. Someone had to do it. Thank you, Alex. You made the weeping clown.
I actually have in my notes clown in all caps underlined so that I
Why?
call him Weepy. So we're gonna say clown in line.
I call him clown, weeping clown.
You don't usually
I just say the whole thing.
on Arms Factory. It tends to come out on every
Postman entomologist, man. Okay.
Yeah, weeping clown is interesting. I think
this is a really composer.
Again, like even if GR loses, the points don't matter at this point. It's already secured that Wolves is first seed.
Yeah, Wolves is first seed
at this point. So I think
that,
the idea is that I guess it doesn't really matter, because if you ever watch the China, a lot of the Chinese teams actually don't believe Composer is strong. We've heard
give me 1 sec.
Casters talk about this as well. If you ever watch the Chinese stream, they don't believe that Composer is a strong character.
They don't
so
believe.
I think that maybe this could be that they're just sort of.
I think Composer's decent.
Strategy or trying to put the strategies on display, because also Double Rescuer being Weeping Clown and Ford being with that slow decoding is also not really a meta strategy as of right now. So it could. I don't even think Weeping Clown's very good as a rescuer. Like I don't know. I don't think Weeping Clown is that strong. I think this is really just they've already accepted that again. The result of this third round is irrelevant to the standings. Yeah, they could 4-0 them and it wouldn't matter. This is a character that Alex does have available and he will bring out in certain situations. But when you have a lead like this, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think it's again just Axe Boy. Are already secured. We're sort of just I think they're just kind of playing to play now.
Yeah, I'm
But that's fine. Like I think when people do that, they play to play. Like a lot of funny things can happen. I remember Wolves got 1-3'd by a Hellenber not too long ago, and I was like, okay, that's. But again, that game didn't matter. Like those points didn't matter for them because they've already won. Export time, let's go. Like there was a couple of questionable plays that they made, but I don't think it would have mattered either way.
One thing I think about this strat, if they were looking to
what map is this?
strategy with them, the composer and
I can't tell based on this layout.
all have a sort of particular speed.
I see a windmill, so I think it's lakeside, but it looks too small to be lakeside.
Outrun the hunter with this one, so we'll see if that's the goal for the time. The team comp here, but we've got an axe boy who can kind of negate the exact same thing with these souls by using those as a dash of his own and the trees. So maybe they were secretly predicting this
axe boy time. That's one of the characters I've always wanted to learn how to play, but I just never gotten around to playing. You know what sucks? Like if you play hunter and you're playing a new hunter that you don't normally practice, and you're trying to practice them in like quick play or ranked, you will get emoted, you will get made fun of, you will get like pooped on every single which way by survivors, and they'll think they're great for beating someone who's like practicing a new hunter in ranked or like in quick play. But the moment that they lose, they'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. It's not our fault, something like that. There's always someone to blame on the survivor side. But for hunter side, oof. It is a time and a half.
So it's kind of difficult to go for that. We actually see insolence, detention, and peeper here. So no trump card.
There's no winning with these survivors. I can't believe it.
We've seen peeper build for Alex on a lot of arms factory situations. So this is kind of interesting. And so now it's sort of like
peeper.
He opens up vision on high walls such as middle 3 pallets, such as the ruins area, such as factory. But he doesn't really have a lot of consistent chase without blink here. So it looks like he's gonna go straight for forward first here. I don't know if he'll actually commit to this. He may waste some of the forward's football or just commit to this chase because he doesn't really have a whole lot of great chase targets anyway. Weaving Clown's not really great. Psychologist can take 3 hits and there's a good chance.
I like how you get to stream Koa though. Ordinarily, I think they shut down streams that aren't like sanctioned by them in the first place.
Very easy. This makes it a very easy kite for going against Axe, because you use flywheel at every single flame.
Yeah,
we're going to one of the flames.
It's really hard to flywheel the flames, but I guess they know.
We're going to be hopping in, of course, continuing our little loop around in this
Wait, did he just miss taking the tree out? I don't know. That was really weird.
Getting into the forwards money instead. So AK continuing on these loops has been really good for
He's looping around the shack right now. I don't know about like Axe Boy's chasing ability. He's about to get Cypher Rushed though. There's no way he doesn't get Cypher Rushed here. Oh, he gave up on it. Okay. He's gonna get corrupted. Yeah, there it is. The moment you leave the trees is when you get a corrupted. But he already missed it. Like you got at least like a good 3 or 4 seconds before he can do it again. Yeah, first chase forward is kind of hard. Are you sure you don't want to just switch on to Composer? Like, he has a... He's getting Cypher Rushed.
Yeah, it looks like just going to continue after the fort. Still now 3 Cypher machines about to go down here.
Yeah, he's getting Cypher Rushed. Well, I don't really agree with the first chase on the forward. Oh, Eli talking smack about Axeboy. And I get it. Like, I don't really see Axeboy a lot too, because there's so many characters that counter him. Wait, how does he have... Does he have insolence? Oh, nice. Okay. Look at how long his hit recovery is. I didn't even know he had insolence. Yeah, it's too late though. I don't think he's going to do too well with yeah.
Trail in order to get to the chair faster, and now chair on one of these ciphers being currently decoding, which is not great for these.
It's not looking good.
Psychologist is here. Of course, carrying flywheel, no tight.
84%. No, that's not the one. Actually, it's not bad now that he's cut off a cipher. As she didn't rescue. I think she wanted to bait out a fireball. Because when you do that, you give forward a little bit more time to rebound kite. But they're both kiting in the same area. I don't know if he's going to tree here. He really shouldn't, because like you want to cover less space at this point. Ooh, he got him. Nice snipe. Someone's on that other Cypher though that wasn't the psychologist, so he's gotta like... Oh, she's taking out the tree. What the heck?
Then means that Alex isn't able to leave the fort if he kills him quickly endgame, and
Yeah, he's got to get... He doesn't have... He can get like 4-0'd and it wouldn't matter.
Gonna go ahead and get a branch from that, I believe, and yeah, now it's just...
Even though like it's pretty much a tie game. I think he can get at least one though. I don't see the hatch on this map. Just... Oh, there it is. It's by factory.
Let's see what he's able to do.
I don't think he's gonna tie. Not in this position. Yeah, he's probably... He's got to get like a terror shock. Ooh, he's really holding it though.
Just waiting here to try to flame snipe down the forward as well. And it looks like dropping a waiting for the flame here. Again, if you can get no attack cover out of the
Wow, how did he hit the forward there? That's crazy.
For the end game, so he wasn't able to get that. Looks like, and
it is end game.
Yeah, we're pushing the end game, so the streams a little bit.
He has a little bit of a football left. I see the hatch, but there's no way forward gets out of here. Antiquarian? Maybe? Ooh. That's the flywheel. Flywheel is so... Oof. But that's a fire. Dude, flywheel's so broken. I said they just try and go for a risk. Oh wait, no, he's dead. I forgot. That was his third chair. It's not a draw. There hasn't been a single draw. When the survivors are too good. Unlucky. AK has been first kite all 3 matches. Has he? I didn't know he was the one playing. He was Antiquarian. The second game I think was also Antiquarian, and then it was forward. The poor players. I can't believe it.
Right, and so now
I don't think they should call like they need a separate word for support, because like harassers are categorized as support characters now. But it's like psychologist is a support character and forward is also a support character, and I'm just like, these two are fundamentally very different kinds of characters. They both exist to, yes, quote unquote support, but like they both operate in very, very different ways. Or the two of them do.
Again, Wolves has already secured first seed, but if GR still wants to try to win anyways, just in general, Superch is going to have to, let's see, Wolves won round 2 by 3.
Do they play again, or
so
is that the thing?
Superch has to get a 3 kill here. If he gets anything less than a 3 kill, then Wolves will ultimately win this match anyways.
Yeah, they've been...
That was a good effort on both teams though, like just seeing survivors get away with so much stuff. It's just like there's nothing you can do as a hunter aside from like maybe not playing Naiad into certain... I wouldn't have picked Naiad into those comps, but like everyone's saying like, oh, Naiad's so strong, but I'm like, that's what my Naiad games look like, and that's why I don't pick Naiad anymore. Harassers with stuns need their own category, and they should have their own decoding debuffs, like the rescue decoding buff. Yeah, I think so too. I think if you're a harasser, you should have a decoding debuff. Or like at least the door decoding one. If you're a stronger harasser, like forward or antiquarian, you should have a regular cipher decoding debuff. And if you're more minor, like on the side, like who's like a mini stunner, like Weeping Clown, I guess, then you should have the door decoding. Like Weeping Clown and forward need to switch their decoding debuffs. Well, actually, I think forward has it too. But yeah, 200% decoding. Yeah, they got their 3 escape. Nice job. I think this is the first time in COA that so many survivors have constantly escaped. It's because survivors constantly get buffed. It's so crazy. The moment they saw that, like, oh, Clerk is getting too strong because their lockdown's too long. Nerfed. Wow, Wax Artist is too strong. He's got too much wax. Nerfed. And then it's like, Antiquarian, by the way, Entomologist, Toy Merchant, Priestess, none of their issues have been fixed. And like the one thing I do commend them for doing is for taking the Seer Owl down from... When I first played, Seer Owl was literally 20 seconds. Or like it was like 15 to 20 or something like that. Now it's at 8.
these matches are not important.
But 8 is still quite long. It's long enough for you to transition or take a hit or something. Hey Elixir, hey Adam, welcome in. It's pretty late, and actually this is towards the end of the stream. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there won't be a game 4. They just finished game 3.
Third match of the day, if I'm not
They got a VTuber to cast? Hey, I'm a VTuber.
Yeah, that's no. B for you.
Yeah.
RC, that's all
Look, I'm actually Eli.
Because
Eli is part of Wolves now. Yeah.
That victory in the 4th round there. That actually means that RC can no longer get 3rd, and it means
Wow.
3 mainland China teams qualify.
But yeah, now Wolves is first seed. They've won here.
Definitely more favor than
Are they gonna go? There's got to be around 4.
Yeah, Shaman with a very.
Is there a tiebreaker round or no?
Struggled in that last round yesterday, with a very unique, I guess.
Because otherwise, Wolves. No. There were 4 rounds. Okay.
A very good comeback from ZQ there, and that means that again, all 3 mainland China teams qualify in that group. And RC
Dude, China teams are like. That makes sense though. Like all the Asian teams are doing really well.
So the RC versus B4U matchup, of course, will not matter in terms of placement. And then as for
Literally, it won't matter in terms of placement. It's really unfortunate. I think like NA teams were quoted at 0% win, 0% chance to win. So when you hit the auto picker, it was they all ended up at the bottom. Akira Demon Awu. Awu. There you go. This isn't my main channel. This is the Wolves Esports channel for China. Maybe I should have watched this in Chinese. I could have understand, but like the thing is, when I was playing in China or like even the Japanese servers, everything is called something else. Like in Japan. Oh yeah, okay, they're going again. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense because it's one of them needs to survive or hunt still.
Is no longer important in terms of placement, so they can really.
They got 1-3'd.
Yeah, they might want to experiment as well, bring some sort of unknowns out onto the field, some specialty plays that we don't see.
Wait, doesn't this mean that like
yeah, of course,
they hunt 5 times and Wolves only hunts twice?
Most of the matches stay
I don't get it.
And
I guess we're going.
to show off the skills of the teams
Ento Antiquarian.
If you're interested in whatnot, if you're from NAU, if you're tired now, maybe you'll take a nap.
I think they're still gonna try just for like showman's sake. Cause like look at these picks. Picks and bans. If they really didn't care, like why are you banning Seer and Prospect? Well, I guess if you really don't want to have fun, you don't ban those characters.
Which are going to be very exciting, but back to the matter at hand, of course, we are seeing the Antiquarian and the Entomologist.
What map is this? Arms Factory. Gross. There are some days where like every single map is Arms Factory. Arms Factory, Leo Hospital, and it's just on rotation. Call of Duty Mobile? Nah, this is IDV. IDV, my friend. Call of Duty Mobile was, I believe someone else casted it the other day. But hey, Elixir, welcome in. Barmaid. Okay.
We do need Super Rich to achieve a 3 elimination or a 4 elimination. So
I'm really curious as to who they're going to pick. Wildling. I think Bonbon would be a good pick here.
So Wildling coming in last, of course, as our solid rescuer.
Like honestly, I like playing Bonbon on Arms Factory, but I just hate Arms Factory in general. If you want to get more than 1k, maybe take Anne or Bloody Queen.
As we talked about, he was buffed and then nerfed so much. They kind of took him back and broke his knees. So Wildling not being extremely strong in terms of decoding at all, but he does serve as a good rescue with his little trusty friend.
Oh,
so the thing is, they can't really play, like they don't have any other rescuers. You kind of have to play Wildling. You can't really play Grave because Super can just play Bonbon.
There we go.
So
There's my hands.
Play Wildling here. So I think that I wonder what Super actually is gonna opt to go for. I mean, obviously you have to 3-kill. So Bonbon wouldn't be very good here, but Bonbon is strong against this comp, and that you can chase.
Yeah, Bonbon is great against this comp. Bonbon destroys Barmaid and Entomologist. He's okay against Wildling, but I would use Bonbon to deal with Antiquarian too.
For a 3-kill, so kind of a 3-kill or nothing situation. He doesn't really have a lot of great hunters for this map as well. Something like Geisha would not be good here. Something like Wax Tortoise is not good again because it is Arms Factory, and so that's just really does. He's gonna go Axboy as well. Just because
Axboy kind of against Ento.
Has left for this sort of map.
I don't know about this one.
Axboy here is.
They're not even using his cool skins. What's your main? Oh, I main Clerk and Bonbon and Breaking Wheel.
We've been seeing some.
Because I'm PC, I can play the easier hunters pretty simply. Like I can play Anne pretty well. But yeah, like or like Dreamwitch or some of the other hunters like Dreamwitch and Wax Artist who are a lot easier on mobile. I usually just like someone else can play those. Yeah, I wouldn't play Axboy into Ento. I just don't. He's not good against Ento. Barmaid, he's pretty good against, but he's got to be able to catch her. I would have hid Barmaid behind where Antiquarian was instead. Actually, where is this? This is Factory and that's Shack, so Barmaid's taking Shack first.
Yes, this actually ends up being a pretty good spawn for this ends up being a pretty good spawn for the hunter because two reasons. One, because you spawn in the corner of the map, you actually block up the factory cipher, forcing the entomologist away from factory. A lot of you may ask why don't characters spawn directly in factory, and that's because the hunter can spawn.
Dang meta hunters.
Block off that cipher,
well, to be fair, I like Clerk more.
40 seconds of the match. So it's really,
I think like I don't play them because they're. If you're not playing a meta hunter, you're suffering, right? Like people who are, you don't see nightmare mains at super high rank. You don't really see like Hellenberg. There's like one, what was his name, Demarogue or something? He's the only Hellenberg main at high rank, and he doesn't usually win. So, there's just like, if you don't play meta hunters, you have a really high chance of getting your butt kicked or like draw or worse. So if you're not playing meta hunters, you almost handicap yourself. You don't have to play meta ones, but at the very least, you can't play the non-meta ones. You can't play the weaker ones. Ooh, he grabbed that spirit right quick. Oh yeah, there's souls, not spirits. Yeah, he's chasing Barmaid first. That makes sense. I think it'd be okay chase Antiquarian too, because like it is an Axboy.
Yeah, and so now we're gonna see.
Why did? Ooh.
Early vault here. Does get a speed of
Ooh, that was spicy.
The Terror Shock risky plays here.
That's okay. Oh, Jelly's first kite. I think Jelly's the captain of Wolves, right? She got a soul on him. He's got 2 souls. Oof. She knows. She's not coming and she like dodged to the side.
And so
wait, what did she do?
Gonna use the speed boost here. Interesting mind game. It actually kind of works, getting him to the pallet.
That was weird.
To avoid any sorts of hits there.
Oh wait, that was so crazy. The person next to her. The bees! Oh my! See this. They were like, oh my god, survivors are so much better in ranked solo queue, but you don't see that kind of stuff in solo queue most of the time. You see this in tournament play for sure. You gotta save the blink. Or you can. That was kind of crazy. Ooh. Okay. Okay, she's going down though. He's gonna get blinked down. Yeah. The drink. I don't know about that drink. It doesn't matter whether they win or lose here. They could lose this matchup and still be first seed. Me with Joseph? Yeah, Joseph isn't really meta. If you've ever faced like Titan rank survivors as Joseph, it's just like you're never never getting a hit. You have to down people based on the photo world, and they really know how to hide too. Like they pay attention at the start of the game.
Well, they do only need their draw in this situation, so they could opt to sell the Barmaid, but it is a little.
They could sell Barmaid.
We are seeing a little bit of
yeah, there's not a. I don't know about like this comp. Barmaid against. It's really interesting.
Ultimately, going back to the chair.
They like really decide to try and sell the Barmaid first, but yeah, I don't know about this. Like, Yeah, Barmaid's gonna
really
die here.
onto the Barmaid to secure the down.
He's gonna get full presence off of this too. Oh, he needs one more.
To get them in there in time. Just gonna
Sorry.
get some extra hits onto the Barmaid for extra presence here. And it looks like not able to. Yeah, we're gonna see. Typically, you don't want to drop pallets after using Tide Turner, but you also don't want to give full presence. So he is gonna avoid giving full presence there. And the last two ciphers almost ready here. Keep in mind, Super Rich needs a 3-kill or a 4-kill. But it looks like he's at least on.
Yeah, he needs a tie just to draw it up, right?
Able to win here, so this might be a slightly different result than what we're typically used to. It looks like he's gonna transition towards middle, towards the Antiquarian.
It's looking still tieable on both sides. There's a lot of cipher progress, and he's not finding anybody for some reason. Yeah, this is another thing that I have issues with. If the cipher is being decoded, it needs to shake a lot harder.
Does he see the trail of the anti here? It looks like he does.
Plus, this map is notoriously dark and foggy, and I hate that. For once, they didn't chase the Antiquarian first. That's crazy. I don't even know how she saw him there, but that's nuts. True. Survivors are just too good at dodging souls now. And that they're literally Cypher is primed. It's gonna be like a he really is. I'm not dealing with this. Yeah. He found Ento. He has Blink back up, so he's trying to mind game her, but it's like it's not. That ain't it. Does he have Trump? Probably not, I don't think. The happy trails aren't gonna do it here. Ooh, the hatchet's there though.
Even if you're still on the beast, you can still absorb that flame.
Yeah. The beasts do absorb the flame, that's why he's less stronger. That's complete whiff.
Just break line of sight long enough so he cannot use Blink, and then potentially try to sneak away towards the dungeon. We're gonna see the beast there, but he does now.
Ooh, he brought the beast back.
Drawn back.
He's still doing pretty good. He still has like a lot of beast to work. Oh my god, he's gonna delay until detention wears out, and then he's gonna go for the hatch! Honestly, they could send Wildling in here. It's 60 seconds left. Ooh! Oh! They were waiting at the door, like... That's another thing, the communication. There's so many times where survivors just sit at the door and just like... You're not gonna help me, just leave. They could have brought in the Wildling and just like Wildling push him out of the way. And... Who's the third one? Antiquarian? They could have risked it for a biscuit. If he gets a tie, they're even, but lose on points overall. Yeah. I think they lose on points overall no matter what. Wait. What do you mean they lose on points? The bout? I don't know if it counts like that. That was really good. See all 3 rounds. Wolves win. Let's go! Had faith in them. Knew it all along. They're used to winning. Yeah. They won COA last year.
It's not exactly new and surprising to them, so they're kind of taking it with a humble pride and excitement. They maintained their first place, and they did not lose a single matchup here in the color group stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Wolves are too strong.
4 Wolves here, and yeah, again, being able to hold on.
Who else is in their bracket again? I didn't see all the group stage matches with them in it, but they did really well. I'm glad they got their.
That would be incredibly difficult, anyways. Just beating Wolves in general, and then also getting into.
Are they gonna show like the stat page after that? Who's man here?
I mean, the Wolves. I mean, we did see a draw from Super.
I don't get the exploit, but like it's fine. Apparently, it worked out to get a draw. I think like.
I don't know if that was their first draw in this tournament. I think it might have actually been. I'm not sure, but
their first draw.
Just incredibly strong gameplay from the.
Who's between GR and the matching hunters was funny to watch. I think so too. Yo, Mari! Long time no see. How have you been?
GR in third. Those will be the top 3.
I forgot you were an IDV player because I don't usually. IDV is like.
Will conclude our overall group.
Yeah.
And then let's see. Actually, I want to look.
When you find someone who does play, you're like, oh my god, no way. But if they're not,
what placements have been secured?
like most people don't know what it is even. They're like, oh, it's a DBD clone. It's not a DBD clone. This is way more fun than DBD.
MS in 4th and GH in 5th. That is, of course, secured. Now, our second match of the day will be 0-2 versus AXC. However, that group is also secured. Even if ZT gets a 2-0 victory over AXC, it's still going to be AXC first, FL second, and ZT in third.
Oh, they're talking about a different group bracket, I think.
which means that those 3 teams will be qualifying there.
Oh, here's the
And then
stat
as
page.
for- as for Group C, that's going to be the very interesting one. Actually, for Group A as
Containment
well,
time. Yeah, the containment time for Barmaid was less than. It was still 77 seconds, which, like, granted, if you get a 60-second kite, like, that's pretty decent for your first kite. And then, like, your rebound is kind of whatever. But they did decide to do after half rescue since they only had one tied there. It's whatever. I've been lurking and watching the matches silently. I hope you enjoyed it. Dude, the second one was really intense. The second one with what was it? Wax Artist and what's a Wax Artist? Yeah, it was Wax Artist against that one Antiquarian. I do compare it to DBD to quick. Yeah, I do that too. When people come on the stream, they're like, "Oh, is this just like DBD?" And like, it's sort of like that, but it's better. It's just better overall. I always say that too. Yeah, I try to get more people to play it because it's just like this game doesn't get enough attention in the Western scene. Second one, Wolf Survivor was intense. Yeah. Oof. I love watching those matches. I remember Koa last year, there was a Dream Witch match that lasted like 15 minutes. I like watching those too. Those are really crazy.
XC, FLZT all moving on. Wolves Zeta GR all moving on. FPX ZQ GG GW all moving on. But again, Scars has to sit back and
is it the top 3 of every group that moves on?
That means it's
so all in all, playoffs are going to be how many groups are there? 4? 12? DBD where camping is okay. Okay, so here's the thing. If you camp, I don't think this is a fair comparison, right? So here's the thing. Survivors will literally claim, or like, will literally complain about, oh, it was 12 to 13. Wait, how does this... Oh, because if you 5-0 someone, you get a bonus point. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Did a really good job against Alex today, and I gotta pat them on the back for that, of course.
If you 3-1, you get 4 points, but if you 5-0, you get 6 points.
1 point. So up against Wolves, this makes them a really good contender.
That's so crazy. Wait, but they 3-1 and only got 3 points. I don't get how scoring works. It's not important. All that matters is that they won. But here's my complaint, okay? When survivors, like in 2v8s, they're like, oh my god, they're camping, oh my god, they're tunneling. But when you don't tunnel and camp them and you don't get the kill, like, they will teabag you and then like lock you down with 3 or 4 guns. So it's just like, who's the real jerk here? What game is this? This is called Identity V. I know we just talked about comparing it to DBD, but it is much better than DBD. And Wolves won, let's go! 4K or 4 escape is 5 points. Yeah, but it just said there was 6. Like, according to the score screen, they 5-0'd and they got 6 points, but they 3-1. Wait, is it because they 3-1'd? MVP was best. Nice.
Yeah, 487.
487, yeah. He was the first antiquarian kite, and I believe he was also the kite the second game.
So everybody keep your ears peeled.
I never watched these.
No airplanes go by in the process.
5 + 1 = 6? Oh! Because you count the 1 escape as the point. I thought the points only applied per the... That makes sense. Never mind. I don't know why I thought of it like that. Quick maths? I'm a VTuber. I can't do math. Hold on, wait. I can't hear them.
487. At the start of the group stage, my condition wasn't actually very good.
487 looks like a model.
So this time around, when he played this round, he wanted to redeem himself, and he managed to, and also got an MVP.
See, I can't just... now I can't understand either of them when they're talking.
Oh, and the dungeon escape in China.
Because they're just like talking over each other.
Because Wolf survivors are very known for their 3 escapes consistently. So it's asking about the...
Who's translating this?
Also, to calm themselves down is one of the strategies, and also to kind of discuss what the what they would want to do when they enter into the match.
当四哥就是保活我的时候嘛，然后就是开始定制了嘛，然后定制就是摸箱子，但是排了一个地道点嘛，然后有2个地道点我们是不太知道的，然后就是电机开来的时候，然后就是我走一个地方，他走一个地方嘛，然后就是赌一个地方嘛，然后就是老天爷都在帮我们啊，有个地窖我开心坏了。
Okay, so at that point in time,
that
they
I
didn't know
understood.
exactly where the dungeon was. There was 3 locations, but they know that one of it is out already. So it was kind of like a betting kind of situation. And yeah, the gods were
The translations are
after
accurate.
47, and the dungeon was over there, and also allowed the dungeon escape as well.
程度冷静嘛，打完之后就是很开心嘛，就是。
打完的时候很开
Before playing
心
it, yeah, they're nervous, but after playing it,
He
and
feels
then they winning
happy.
it also made them very happy.
Yeah.
问他能不能走了，因为已经提前换好道具了，已经做好了，然后剩下的
Okay, so they already made the arrangements to kind of.
I don't know how people
change
do that.
items
They
out.
like translate while they're
So,
talking.
Yeah, we're just waiting for 47 to tell them to leave, and then the dungeon escape. Another plane moment.
那最后也是看到我们在第3局的时候，
Plane.
对方也是选到了一个爱哭鬼，想要放手一搏。那在击倒调酒师的时候，虽然时间比较慢，但是好像密码机还是有稍微少一点，所以当时大家在场上有做一个什么样战术的布置呢？粽子哥。
Alright, so when X-Boy downed the barmaid, the ciphers, it was a long kite, but the ciphers were really slow. So the team's decision was just to sell the barmaid.
Yeah, that barmaid kite wasn't this. It was long, but it wasn't long enough because like if
What was
you're
the most satisfying thing to do except for the dungeon escape?
四哥给我抹满血，然后四哥也给我
for real.
第二波。
If you're playing a survivor and if you use some time to assist your other survivor partners, then it slows down the decoding progress. So it's not always like a great idea to do. But it does help. Like if it buys you time,
So
it
the
buys you
teamwork,
time.
cooperation, especially the internet support was something that he was very satisfied with.
47 talks so fast. Yeah.
What was like the growth point for them?
还没吃到啊。
哎呀，粽子哥在旁边，你都忘记端水，你这求生欲好像没有怎么成长了。
刚准备说，但是突然。
What this lady is wearing? Why isn't this an IDV skin?
非常欣慰，你就不用你在前台吃一顿饭了。
I feel like she's like, this is a perfumer or dancer outfit.
大家所有人
She should just come on stage in full cosplay.
个人感受会是在哪里？
The wolves is just dancing in the background.
So throughout the performance,
Yeah, we did it.
起来说一下，因为
uh,
我们
yeah, the growth and everything about the wolf
Dancing.
survivors. What was the thing that was
So cute.
这方面还是真的挺看运气的，所以今
Now
天
we got two wolves on the side.
自己的小
the
小的
point that made them
Here,
grow the most?
maybe right
But
here.
yeah, Jelly said something, but I kind
Oh
of missed
man, he
out.
disappeared.
啊，谁都不怕了，我们已经小组第
Oh, so 47 is very confident right now. He said that he's not scared of anybody, any of the teams, so very confident.
那么接下来就是我们的粉丝互动环节。今天
Shasha is gorgeous. She's really pretty, yeah.
So the host kind of wish Wolves
Like
team,
what she's wearing and
best
everything,
playoffs,
like
and also
it goes
now
really
the
well
fan
with the
segment.
theme.
A fan of Wolves will be coming onto stage for a short interview.
Imagine the hosts wear actual cosplay skins for the interview. There's actually
is
like my
wearing
friend
all
Renji,
Wolves'
who is in
merch.
Japan right now, is like she's a professional cosplayer and her merc cosplays are really good. They should just come up with like a merc cosplay and just have them do
So
their
it's
interview.
confirmed that Wolves will be
That'd
getting
be
the
awesome.
top one spot. So how are you?
I remember last
I'm
co-finals,
very
some
happy.
casters wore cosplay.
I'm happy till the point that I'm kind
Did
of like
they?
shaking.
I have to
shivering.
remember.
几天？我4天都在，4天都在。你是
She's here for
so
4
she was here
days.
for all 4 days that Wolves kind had this
去线下的粉丝
Who's that?
话想要对
match with their
会在
opponents.
杭州相聚的狼粉们说的吗？
让我们一起支持狼队吧，相信他们肯定是就是不管怎么
Okay,
样
so
都
to
肯定
the
What
to the
is
fans
she
that will
wearing?
be going to Hangzhou
就让我们相信
and supporting Wolves,
Oh,
just
you're friends with Renji? Yeah.
then she said that I believe all the fans
We hung
will
out with the
come and
Beef for you
support-
guys that
all the
day.
fans will come and support Wolves.
Tell them I love them.
And words for Wolves.
今天太帅了。
Wait,
我在下面
do they use they them
All
pronouns?
the best to your in your playoffs, and also personal words.
I didn't
to
watch much
47.
code from last year.
Today you were
I don't
very
remember a
handsome.
lot of it
You
last
played
year
really,
either.
really well.
It's just like code just goes on for too long. It's literally from like beginning of January and all the way into May. So it's like 5 months long.
And
It's a fan who got chosen to come on stage. Ah, I was like, I don't remember there being a female member of Wolves.
好，那接下来就是我们今天的
she
第二
said,
场比赛。
"Oh yeah, we'll see you in Hangzhou as well." Back the casters.
I know there's a lot of my fans from Bilibili are in Hangzhou. I think it'd be cool to go there one time. And these are the highlights of the match. They got their timings down perfectly, by the way. 3 games and it ends exactly at 2 o'clock. As long as they don't have like a 20-minute game, I think they're fine. But look, it's 3 minutes in. What is this, 4 minutes in? The games are like almost less than 5 minutes. Because every single game has been a Survivor, like a Cypher Rush. I think there was one where it was a little bit over 5 minutes. Her wolf? Yeah! I saw her wolf cosplay skin too, like... She's a Spritzer fangirl.
Hello， 大家好啊！
啊，大家好。
东南亚赛区的 JT
哦 ，ZT
模型，也就是
Okay.
MX JT 战队。
Hold on.
虽然是
Alright, that is the end of the... Actually, you guys can't see that, but that is the end of the Wolves versus GR matchup. And awesomely enough, Wolves won. Let's heckin' go. We love to see it. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to the Wolves channel. Yeah, and maybe next time, if I have more time, we can cover some of the more games in the future. I love you all, and I hope to see you guys next time. Alright, guys, have a great rest of your night. Mwah. Bye-bye.